Welcome back to episode 4 of Plants vs. Zombies Minecraft. Yay! So today I have a few missions, like I want to go make a villager trading hall, and I think I'm going to get my villagers from over here in this little town from earlier that had like 4 villagers, and then I can breed them all up. So I'm just going to real quick make a waypoint, and I'm going to set the icon as a house maybe, or a village. Okay, there we go, and save. Alright, so now my waypoint's over there, so I could head over there if the game will let me sleep, which it will not. Okay, just gonna make myself stuff real quick. Make myself a new shovel, it's about to break. Okay, now my iron is properly sorted. Yay. And of course I can't sleep because the game hates me. Okay, there we go, and I have an iron shovel. Yay. Okay, now maybe the game will let me sleep. Ooh, cooking for block. So here, this is editing me. So here, my mic cut out and it didn't work for the rest of the video. So I'll just kind of explain to you what's happening. So first, I found this Cooking for Blockheads book that I had made a while. So then, for a while, I got addicted to learning how to cook. So right now here, I'm going to grab some clay so I can make this furnace thing or something like that. So I realized to make the thing I needed to do cooking, I would have to get diamonds to get the next book up, so I didn't have those, so I just dropped the idea. So I then found this other mod in the mod pack that had been installed called Farmer's Delight, and one of the things was a cooking pot, so I began getting the resources to make the cooking pot, which was actually a pretty simple recipe, and this time didn't require diamonds, and is actually pretty good, letting me make stews easily. I threw some stone into the stone cutter to try to see if there was any, like, tables or anything I could make to rest my cooking pot on, and I actually found these things that were called platforms that looked pretty good for the cooking pot, as you can see right there. I then began experimenting with all the features and all the things that you could do in the Farmer's Delight and Cooking for Blockheads mods, and I didn't really figure out much, but I did figure out how to get things smelting with my pot. And the little ghast guy ended up growing up into a big ghast, which was pretty cool. Also, I do have a pretty cool house, and I did accidentally burn a little bit of my house down due to my experimentation with fire. You'll see that in a minute here. My house kind of caught flame, and I had to go get some wood to, fix it up, because stuff happens. So yeah, I'll let you watch the rest of this clip. So I then decided to head back to the jungle to go grab some villagers for my villager breeding. But then I realized that the ghast had fully grown. So I'll show you a time lapse of me heading over to the village outpost, or the villager hut, or whatever you want to call it. So I did manage to round a villager up into a boat, but I realized that if I wanted to get him back, I didn't have a lead, so I couldn't drag him through the place. So I realized that I'd probably have to dig through this mountain right here. I finally managed to finish the tunnel, so I went back to get the villager in the boat and bring him back to my base. I had finally gotten him back to my base, but it took a while to finally get him in an enclosure. Trust me. I finally got him in his enclosure, but I still had to go get his friend, but that didn't take a while. So I'd finally gotten his friend back, and he was a nitwit, but I didn't really care. I did have to finish a few things up, but I won't really show those on screen. And that's all I really did for that video. This was a shorter one, but still. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.